In today's halacha, we're going to review the different halachas involved regarding snow, mainly regarding snow on Shabbos. The Mitzvah Rebbe contains a mimer discussing the meaning of snow in the teachings of Chassidus and Kabbalah. What is snow? So snow, as we know, is one of the whitest substances that exist. It's whiter even than the wool of a lamb, which is generally used in Torah as a mashal for whitening of sin. So the Mitzvah Rebbe states that the whitening affected by snow is even greater than the whitening of wool. And that represents the most and greatest form of cleansing of a Jew's sin. And it's the level of Ketlad Chiver, the level of Chesed, of Keser, which is above Atzilus. He then goes on to explain the differences between snow and ice, in which ice, the water has become so contracted that it can become as strong as metal and uphold even trucks, while snow is a very minor contraction. And this represents that the Chesed of Hashem is still very much intact and not contracted. Snow and Halacha. It occurs often that during snowstorms, there are water shortages or cutoffs in plumbing and pipes, and people do not have water in their sinks. So the question arises, can one wash hands for bread using snow? The Alter Rebbe rules in the Seder Netilas Yadayim, Halacha 8, that it is invalid to dip one's hands in snow for use of Netilas Yadayim for bread, even if there's 40 saw of snow. And the only thing that one can do is enter the snow into a bucket, into a pot, and melt it. And then after it is melted, he can use that snow to wash hands. Snow on Shabbos. There's various laws related to snow on Shabbos, such as walking on snow, melting snow, touching snow, etc. So first off, snow is not muktzah. Even snow that fell on Shabbos is not considered muktzah, just like rainwater, unless the snow has become dirty and is unusable, meaning undrinkable. But otherwise, you're allowed to pick up snow, you're allowed to move it, it is not considered muktzah. So is recorded in a number of poskim and proven to be the opinion of the Alter Rebbe based on his ruling regarding rainwater. Walking on snow. It is permitted to walk on snow on Shabbos. However, there are two matters that one is to pay attention to. If one's walking on snow causes the snow to melt, as for instance occurs when one's shoes are wet or have become wet through a puddle, then it causes a subsequent snow that one steps on to melt. The Alter Rebbe writes that it is proper to be stringent to walk on an unsnowed area, on a paved area that does not contain snow, in order not to cause it to melt on Shabbos. However, if this is not possible, such as the entire area is covered with snow, obviously one is allowed to walk even if it will melt the snow in the process. So rules the Alter Rebbe in chapter 320, Halacha 20. Regarding if one has imprints in the shoes, such as the trademark, which causes an imprint in the snow, so this does not forbid one from walking on the snow, even if the imprint will be formed, and one has no intention to do so. However, it is forbidden to intentionally step on the snow in order to form this imprint. There were tzaddikim that would avoid walking with such shoes during times of snow for this reason. It is forbidden to actively cause snow to melt, and thus it is forbidden to pour a cup of water on snow on Shabbos. Regarding if a person has to go to the bathroom to urinate in an area with snow, then if there's another area available without snow, it is proper to be stringent to choose to do so there. However, if this is not possible, then it is permitted to do so due to lack of choice. So concludes the Alter Rebbe in chapter 320, Halacha 20. Sweeping away snow is once again not an issue. However, what one does have to be careful is regarding ice. Sometimes snow turns into ice, especially at the bottom, and it is forbidden, according to the Alter Rebbe, to break ice that is attached to the ground, due to the destroying prohibition. Making snowballs. Making snowballs is to be avoided by adults due to a possible building and melting prohibition as recorded in poskim. However, children that are below the age of 9, poskim record that one may be lenient to allow them to make snowballs and throw them on Shabbos. Obviously, all this is in an area that contains an Erev, and there's no issue of throwing. Regarding making snowmen, this is forbidden according to all, and children above the age of chinuch must be educated and refrained from doing so, as this constitutes the building prohibition on Shabbos. We wish everyone a gesunte winter.